Subtitles for this graduation ceremony are available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/UCLAN video.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Central Lancashire, I'm delighted to warmly welcome you to this graduation ceremony. On this special day, we are here to proudly celebrate the achievements of our students. I now call upon the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Liz Bromley, to give her address.
Eminent guests, graduands and families, colleagues and friends of UCLan, good afternoon and welcome to this graduation ceremony and the celebrations that will begin for you all today. Graduands, well done. You have done it, and soon you will have a piece of paper to prove that you have done it. Once you get to be as old as I am, you worry that you will forget things, but rest assured, one thing that you will never forget is this special day. Special because today we are all creating a little bit of history, as this is the first time in 39 years that we have held our graduation ceremonies here on campus. We decided to relocate the ceremonies to the university when the Guildhall's future became uncertain, because today your graduation could not be uncertain. And I hope that we have done what we have done to bring the graduation home to the campus will ensure that you and your families and friends have a real day of celebration to remember. We all wanted to give you the very best send-off possible, because to get to where you are today has been a real test of your stamina and determination to succeed, and you have demonstrated dedication and commitment every step of the way, working tirelessly to get to this important stage of your life's journey. This university, your university, is absolutely committed to ensuring that all our students have the relevant learning, knowledge, skills and experiences to thrive once you leave the university, wherever you come from, wherever you go next. What potential you have for the future. David Bowie said that tomorrow belongs to those who see it coming, and now it's time for you to think about your tomorrows, which will be all the brighter for having achieved your qualifications here at UCLan. I hope that you have made the most of every moment of your time here, but don't rush through today. Enjoy every last minute of it. Share special moments with your friends from here and from home, and with your families who have been on this journey of learning with you. In 40 years' time, you will look back in wonder at the photographs, the fashions, the haircuts, and at the young faces in the pictures, and you will remember this special day. Judy Garland, who you might know better as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, said, "Always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of someone else." So whatever your background, wherever you've come from, be proud of who you are, be proud of what you have achieved, and be proud of where you will go next as a first-rate graduate and a global citizen. And so soon we will come to the bit that you've been waiting for, the moment to cherish and enjoy as you walk across the stage when your name is called as a graduand, but you leave the stage as a graduate of the university. Now, we know it's taken a lot of hard work to get you to this point, but remember, you have also been a lot of hard work. For those who have supported you throughout your studies, who've given you food and money and the strength to carry on to this point. So before all the clapping starts for you, shall we have a round of applause for all those special people who are here celebrating with you today? Now don't worry, almost all the rest of the applause is just for you. Now, as you get your degree and you start life as one of our alumni, please keep in touch with us as you go into your future lives, because you will always be part of the UCLan family. And for the next half hour or so, make sure to clap and cheer and make this a day to remember for everyone who is here. And congratulations on your success.
Pro-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, the University Board confers an honorary fellowship on Gail Newsham. Pro-Chancellor, author, historian, sportsperson, campaigner. Just a few words to summarise the achievements of the inspirational Gail Newsham. You may have read Gail's book, In a League of Their Own, the first about women's football, written by a woman no less. If so, you will be familiar with the history of the Dick Kerr Ladies Football Club, the most successful women's team of all time. In 1972, Gail began playing in a football team. The FA's ban on the women's game was only lifted the year before. Almost 20 years later, in 1991, Gail met Brenda Eastwood, a former Dick Kerr FC player, whilst organising an international women's football tournament, the Lancashire Trophy. The meeting inspired Gail to organise a reunion of the team, which took place in 1992 as part of the Preston Guild celebrations, and earned Gail a nomination for Lancashire Woman of the Year. A modest, tireless campaigner, Gail's hard work led to Lily Parr becoming the first woman to be inducted into the National Football Museum Hall of Fame in 2002. A sculpture of Lily was unveiled outside the building in Manchester only last month. Her strong links to the university involve working closely with our School of Sport and Wellbeing and the Lancashire School of Business and Enterprise, as well as a shared partner in Preston North End Football Club. Quite simply, Gail has put Preston on the map as a cradle for women's football. Thanks to her efforts in enabling female footballers to be recognised in their own right, we can think of no finer example of the impact that dedication, determination, and an unwavering passion can have. Pro-Chancellor, on behalf of the University Board, it is with great pleasure that I present Gail Newsham for the award of Honorary Fellow of the University of Central Lancashire. I would now like to invite Gail Newsham to respond to the citation.
Wow. From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank the university for giving me this honour today. I'm a bit gobsmacked, to tell you the truth. When I was a young lass growing up, going to university was something ordinary folks like me could never have dreamed of. And I'm sure I will treasure the memory of this day for the rest of my life. I'd like to offer my congratulations to all of you guys too. You must have put in a great deal of work to get to this point today. I hope you're enjoying this experience as much as I am. Well done, all of you, and I wish you all loads of success in the future, wherever life takes you. I'm here today because of the Dick Kerr Ladies, and if you haven't read my book, they were a women's football team formed in Preston during the First World War to raise funds for wounded soldiers, and their history would probably have been lost had I not come along just in the nick of time. In spite of an FA ban on women's football in 1921, the Dick Kerr Ladies carried on playing against all the odds until 1965, and they never gave up, no matter how hard things were. So that would be my advice to all of you today. Never give up and follow your dreams. The Dick Kerr Ladies are probably one of the most important teams in the history of women's football, and they belong to Preston. No other town or city or country in the world has this kind of history, and we should cherish and embrace it. Shout it from the rooftops even, and celebrate their success. When I began this journey almost 3 decades ago, no one knew who these women were, and certainly no one had any idea who Lily Parr was. But just last month, a statue dedicated to her was unveiled at the National Football Museum, the first in this country for a women footballer. So we are getting somewhere. But just to digress a bit, there's lots of fiction been written about Lily Parr, and I was deeply moved by an email I received last week from a guy called Gary Boswell. Apparently he's a bit of a poet and has performed here in Preston many times. He'd recently read my book, and he was quite complimentary about it, I'm pleased to say. But regarding Lily Parr, he said, "I greatly admire your defence of her on these pages as others leap to conclusions about her magical qualities. She was a footballer and a captain, an ambassador. You do her memory a great service by concentrating on her magical positivity and ability to inspire. Things," he said, "we should look for in fellow human beings." Not a bad philosophy, don't you think? And now back to the script. Wouldn't it be wonderful if in the future Preston could once again be a major force in women's football? It would be wonderful if the men's could be a major force in women's football as well, but one thing at a time, we can't have everything, I suppose. But there are still more plans afoot for the Dick Kerr Ladies' legacy over the next couple of years, and I'm also looking forward to expanding my relationship with the university in the future. So finally, I'd just like to thank Lenore, Mal, Wendy and Alison for being here to share in this very special day. The love and support means the absolute world to me. I really am a lucky lass. I just wish my mum and dad could have been here to share it too. I hope they're watching. Thank you.
Pro-Chancellor, the presentation of graduands and award holders will now take place.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Engineering. For a thesis entitled "The Effect of Oil Supply on Piston Ring Lubrication in an Internal Combustion Engine," the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Graham John Calderbank. Master of Science in Construction Law and Dispute Resolution, Deborah Amelia Scott. Master of Science in Project Management, Khatab Ghulam Mohammed Al-Houthi. Omar Tariq M. Alawi. Master of Science in Maintenance Engineering, Paul Croston. Jefferson Coyle Pillay. Bhargav Anudeep Reddy Mupidi. Akshay Prabhakar Vetriappan. Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, Robin David Matthew Jones. Mohammed Sijanur Rahman Robin. Master of Engineering in Fire Engineering, Brendan Bladen. Master of Engineering in Fire Engineering with a University Prize, David Ian Brookfield. Andrew Corsten. Timothy James Ford. With the University Prize, Lorenzo John Holland. Master of Engineering with Honours in Aerospace Engineering, Haider Ali Ahmed. Anthony Douglas. With the University Prize, Jake Daniel Ian Jones. US Lamba. Master of Engineering with Honours in Electronic Engineering, Honorman Michael Ojesabolo. Mitchell Ratcliffe. With the University Prize, Luke Edward Slater. Master of Engineering with Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Dale Swire. Master of Engineering with Honours in Motorsports Engineering, Matthew John Callahan. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Building Services and Sustainable Engineering, Matthew James Hastings Barnett. Luke Briscoe. Jason Dean. Jonathan Elliott Evans. Liam Christopher Hancocks. With the University Prize, Kane Lewis Harold. Joseph Paul Hartigan. Philip Hoyes. Dale Thomas Mackley. Colin Stephen Mercer. Daniel Robert Nixon. Joshua Samuel Pearson. David Paul Ramsdale. With the University Prize, Paul Roskell. Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic Engineering with the University Prize, Oliver Forbes Shaw. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Building Surveying, Jenny Louise Farrer. Joseph Fink. Jonathan Hanson. Hugh Neville. Jake Anthony Ripley. With the University Prize, Mark Anthony Robert. Darren Anthony Shirley. Ryan Stewart. Lewis Waller. With the University Prize, John Wigham. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Construction Project Management, with the University Prize, Melissa Jade Ashbridge. Jacob Harry Coop. With the University Prize, Josh Forrest. Catherine Elizabeth Holmes. With the University Prize, Alex Sahilioglu. Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Aerospace Engineering, Beth Barrett. James Tobias Good. With the University Prize, Daniel John Harland. Segar Kiku. Reese Kirby. Anzar Ahmed Mangira. Mohammed Wakas Manzoor. With the University Prize, Dylan McCann. Zachary Mead Mason. Maruf Mia. Liam Newby. Vincent Onyango Okutu. Mark Peely. Scott Rennick. Joseph Sherburn. Matthew James Taylor. Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Civil Engineering, Mohammed Umar Adam. Saif Marwan Mahmood El Safadi. Hassan Valley. Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Computer-Aided Engineering, Ryan Francis Beattie. With the University Prize, Jiageng Chen. Dominic William Howarth. Jamie Stephen Joyce. Cameron Graham Mercer. Robert Matthew Malarkey. James David Tootle. Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Ishmael Patel. Daniel James Scholes. Zon Ko Win Tin. Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Electronic Engineering, Rahel Amin. With the University Prize, Adam James Anders. Jonathan Illingworth. Moreno Almanza Santiago. With the University Prize, Henry Spencer. Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Mechanical Engineering, Faisal Yosef S. Al-Azmi. Mohammed Ibrahim A. Al-Jalan. Turki Ahmed Hassan Hamad Ibrahim Al-Alal. Fahad Mohammed MQ Al-Katani. Asad Amin. With the University Prize, Jonathan Paul Barron. Christopher Commins. Michael Crutchley. Thomas Dermott. Polykratis Philippou. Aaron John Heighton. Mohammed Jakaria. Sheena Jamieson. Deelan Ramesh Jethwa. Lewis Brian Johnson. Daniel Maloney. Abdul Rahim Abdullah Y. Mandura. Carl John Marrow. Luke McMahon. David Alexander Miller. Simon Anthony Muldoon. Oliver Murray. Michael Parsons. John Preston. Ahmad Meher Lutfi Salim. Laurent James Sheard. Craig Sunderland. Vic Brian Talens. Alex Michael Thornley. Connor Walker. With the University Prize, Sean Winstanley. Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Mechanical Maintenance Engineering. With the University Prize, Daniel Thomas. Stefan Eric Larson. Spencer Miller. Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Maintenance Engineering, Nathaniel Chinedu Odili. Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Motorsports Engineering, Liam John Alice Smith. Jordan Aaron Clayton. Damien Gross. With the University Prize, Thomas Hindley. Bradley Hutchison. Andreas Kyriakides. Alex Markovits. Luke John Shepherd. Connor William Whiteside. Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Robotics Engineering, Nathan Alanon Lee Rand. Jordan Michael Williamson. Amani Mohammed A. Sharif. Danielle Rocker. Which one? Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, Nilesh Kumar. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Engineering.
Pro-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Stephanie Lomas, Vice President Education from the Students' Union of the University of Central Lancashire, to respond on behalf of those awarded today.
Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellors, graduates academics, mums, dads, grandparents, spouses, children, parents, siblings and friends. I think I've got you all there. My name is Stephanie Lomas and I'm Vice President Education at UCLan Students' Union. It is my honour and my extreme pleasure to speak today on behalf of students and to students. So you did it. All the blood, sweat and tears has finally paid off, and now you are here to celebrate your achievements with your loved ones and your UCLan family. And whilst you'll all be sat here thinking, what happens now? I want you to take a moment, breathe, and think about what has happened. You said yes. You heavily invested and believed in yourself and came to UCLan full of unrealised potential, not knowing your way around and certainly not aware of the Livesey to Vernon assault course. But you arrived. You took your first step into the unknown and just said yes to the opportunities offered to you. You've worked hard. Whilst university isn't all about the assignments and exams, we can safely say that at times it feels like it. Those late night, early mornings in the library, the academic advisors meetings, the Monday 9 a.m. tutorials, the WISER sessions, the odd extension, checking out the Turnitin report, and the countless hours of working towards the end goal, because no one else was going to do it for you. You worked hard for your success. You made change. Whether you were the captain of a sports team, a committee's member of a society, a volunteer, a course rep, a school president, or whether you just enjoyed the experience of university in your own way, you will have made change. You will have helped positively shape someone's university experience, either by helping them make a team, making a friend in a society, help better a course, created a big idea, or by simply asking them if they were okay. You've made someone's experience better and made change. But that doesn't stop here. Your degree is the driving license for the ride of your life. Now bear with me on this metaphor. Sometimes the car isn't what you wanted, but it is the car you need at the time and is a stepping stone towards that Lamborghini. Sometimes you might stall, but you know how to overcome it because you have stalled at uni before. And sometimes the car might break down, but you now have loved ones and a huge UCLan fam to help push you back up the hill until you are running again. So continue to say yes, work hard and make change. And don't be scared of the direction you drive in, because in the words of a modern-day philosopher, Rihanna, baby, you got the keys, now shut up and drive. On behalf of all the students here today, I would like to give thanks to the university and union staff for all of their hard work. From estates to educators, catering staff to chief execs, potential is realised with your support because you believe in social mobility and widening participation. You agree with us that education is a right and not a privilege that we can all thrive in. And finally, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the guests to our celebration here today. You have also said yes. You've also worked hard. And you have made change, which is the reason you are here today, because you impacted upon the lives of students. And on behalf of the graduates here that will probably forget to say it for one reason or another, thank you. Congratulations to each and every one of you, the graduate class of 2019. Now go and celebrate in the way that you know best. Thank you.
Today is, of course, a day of great celebration for everyone here, and we need to make sure that we celebrate in an appropriate way. Family and friends, there's a good photo opportunity coming up, so you might want to have your cameras at the ready. Could I please ask all the graduates to stand and take off your mortarboards? Okay, so if you want to stand, take off your mortarboards. I know that will be a great relief to many of you, as I've seen them balancing on your heads in quite a precarious manner. So, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to wave your mortarboard, and as is the tradition here at UCLan, you must wave as vigorously as you can in recognition of all your hard work and achievements. However, please do keep a tight hold of your mortarboard, as it's now yours to keep and take home. So, on a count of 3, I want you all to wave your mortarboards in the air, and at the same time, I want everyone else to cheer 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip! Hip, hip! Hip, hip! Thank you all for that. If you could please sit down. So, as we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who's been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion. And thank you for coming and sharing this special day with the university community. The platform party will now leave the stage, and graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. And please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. Guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the students have all left the hall, and you will then be able to rejoin your graduates in the Foster building. Thank you.